Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazine. The new film coming your way is called Malcolm and Marie, and I'm here with the actor who's playing Malcolm, that is John David Washington. John David, when you filmed Tenet, there was so much stimuli around you as an actor that you could play off of. And then when you go do a movie like this, which was shot during COVID, how did it change your acting approach?
Well, there are different responsibilities, for the protagonist and for Malcolm. There were there are similar though that I was with some powerful artists, some great actors for both movies. So I can use the same way. Just listen to this greatness that's happening in front of you right now. Whether it's Elizabeth Debicki, whether it's Robert Pattinson, it's Sir Michael Caine, it's Kenneth Branagh. It's like just listen to your partner. When you see Zendaya do what she was doing, it was masterful work what she was doing, and all I had to do was listen and respond. It was as simple as that, and try to keep up.
Okay, I know you're a sports guy, so let's use a little sports analogy here. We're in a boxing ring, and there are only three corners you could go to, and in the spectrum of fighting, you've got the internalized section, you've got the engage in regular discourse, and then you've got the gloves comes off, the brutal attack. When a fight happens, which ring are you more comfortable of coming out of?
I think regular discourse, using your words calmly, and it's the delivery of what you're saying, I think, is everything, bedside manner, respective, because you do need to get, I think, in a healthy relationship, you do need to communicate with your partner. Or if you're working with somebody, you need to communicate what the issues are, what's working, and how to build. But you don't want to hold that in. But there is a way you do it. There's a tempo. There's a tone that you have to have, and there's words that you can choose to use to express what you're trying to get across.
Because I was going to say, sometimes it got so visceral. I mean, the things that were coming out, the hostility that we've all gone there at some point. But it's like, can you take it back once you let it out?
I think it's a case by case basis. I like to think that Malcolm and Marie can take it back. I imagine they don't usually talk this way to each other, and whatever happens, the relationship has been shifted forever. But I do, the hopeless romantic in me believes that they're gonna stay together, but they're probably gonna have to go to counseling.
Another question that you may have to go to counseling for, and that is reading critics' reviews. A lot of actors get very frustrated when there's something negative. It was fascinating watching this. He was upset because they were saying positive things.
Yes, I love that. The irony, and it gives us, the audience members, a license to judge him. Like, even if he's bringing up good questions and points, but you sound like, it was a good review. So it makes him look imperfect. It makes him look human as well. He's not perfect either. He's not the righteous one in this discussion or in this question. He's just really raising questions, and it's just entertaining, as you saw Marie entertained by his hysterics.
And let's face it, late at night, we all go into a dark hole when it comes to comfort food. It's like, what's going to satisfy us? Here, Malcolm does mac and cheese. If we ran into John David at 3 a.m, what's going to be his comfort food?
Oh, I would probably, if I had some chicken wings laying around, or or pizza, like 3 a.m. It's you know what it is? It's a good, in LA, it's a good taco.
And just the last quick question about the choreography with you and Zendaya in the house. How did Sam because every room is utilized in a different way, was it a natural, organic thing, just where you would want to flow?
Well, we discussed what felt good and then what was good for your camera. They adjusted to us, though, more than we did to them. So they were very accommodating and embraced naturalism, in the performances. And then we discussed what would be cool and keep the scenes interesting, because it's only two people in a house. And I think they wanted to utilize the space as much as they could to give it a full cinematic experience, that it's just not a play and we're in one room and then we're in another. They wanted to slowly expand the rooms as the story and the argument expanded. and then that can leak to outside. He's expressing himself differently outside. Then he comes back in and it becomes contained and almost claustrophobic when he's telling her these words that are very, unpleasant. And we feel that tension because of how tight the room is and how they captured it. Then we expand again through the hallways, and they want to make that long and feel like that's almost like it's almost like a chase sequence between them two when she's chasing them into the outside while, talking to him and spitting these her feelings out to him. So all of those things we try to take advantage of the best we could with the blocking.
Well, John David, thank you so much. The movie is called Malcolm Marie. And remember, if you ever make an acceptance speech, write a list, bring a list with you of all the people you need to thank.
I'm a step ahead of you. Absolutely. Thank you.
This is Scott. Till next time.